Hi everybody, this is your girl EM. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to view the video. I know in the scope of the world of YouTube, there's so many things and so many videos and so many people that you can just go and click on. But if you watch this video, if you come across this video and you decided to watch it, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful, because the goal going forward is to live in gratitude for everything, the big ones, the small ones, the 5 likes, the 2 likes, the 100 likes, the million likes, speaking that. Right, so yeah, today we are going to be speaking about books. But before I do all of that, I just want to run something across you, some stats, right, that I just decided that I was going to take a look at. And very interestingly enough, right, about literacy in the world, right, literacy in the world. So our literacy rate is now at 87%. And if you look at it, that's not bad. So the world literacy rate is at 87%, and with Mali and Sudan, South Sudan to be specific, is at 31% and 35% respectively. If you hear noise, like I live in a complex, I'm in my side of the backyard, you're literally seeing a school behind of me. So yeah, if you hear a noise, it's the summer and I decided I want to come outside. And that's a by the way, I decided I wanted to come outside and do this video because it's a beautiful day and it's the first day of the summer solstice. So happy summer solstice, to you. Okay, happy summer solstice. So yeah, our literacy rate at 87%, right? Can be more, can be better, but you know, it's something for us as world citizens to just kind of work on. So you know, one of the reasons why I give that stat is that if a person cannot read, right, if a person cannot read, then guess what, you are not able to enjoy books. Just so much things that can be taken away from you if you know, if you don't have the ability to read. So with that said, what I want to share with you is a few books that I have read, and I'm still reading from time to time, because these are like keepsake books that are in my personal bookshelf. I do have a lot of books. I read a lot. I think I maybe up to 400 books now in one of my bookshelves, and yeah, and it's growing. But yeah, so this book, Back to Eden, right? Like, this is Back to Eden. Back to Eden is a book that I kind of just grew up on. I grew up in the church, the Seventh Adventist Church to be specific. And this book is just basically telling you about herbal medicine, like, and I've always kind of been big on herbal medicine. So this book, the funny thing is that when I came to Canada, of course I left a lot of my books. I only walked with 3 books, and that's a story for another day, but I may just share. This book was one of the books that I had to leave behind, because of course you can only bring so much with you when you are migrating, when you're moving, right? So this book, I was telling someone, actually my ex, right, about how much I miss my Back to Eden, and for one of my birthdays, I remember him tracking this book down and buying it for me. Funny thing is, I think there's something in a part of it that he literally tore out. Like, I was like, but anyway, that's a whole story. For those of you who know the Back to Eden book, there's a part in it that had some, so he kind of just take it out, because those are things that he don't subscribe to, right? But Back to Eden, it's a really good book to have in your bookshelf if you are looking to really expand your mind around herbal treatment for you. Very, very good book, right? So that's number one. Oh, number two, I should have done this one first, right? So number two, so there's a story to this book, and I normally take off the sleeves off of my book because I have my books in my bookshelf. They're kind of just coordinated, so I took the sleeve off. But the sleeve on this book was kind of a yellowish, whitish, creamish, not yellow, creamish, whitish. And this is Mama Vanzant's Every Day I Pray. When I was leaving Barbados and coming to Canada, I had 3 books with me, and this was one of them. It actually still has something from my best friend, right? She wrote me this little note, and I still have it from all those years ago, and it's right here, right? And this one is, of course, Every Day I Pray. Now, Mama Vanzant, Iyanla Vanzant, has been one of my mentor, one of my teachers, one of my guides that I have really looked up to. So when I decided I was going to make that move, I had this. I had a Bible, you know, the Bible that has like all the books, right? I had that with me. I don't have it here, somewhere in my cupboard, but I had this. And then I had another one. It's from, I can't remember the name right now, but I did have that one. And mind you, people, if you're seeing anyone in my background, it's because I'm in my backyard. It's a shared space. So yeah. So number 2 is Every Day I Pray. Really good read for any woman who are looking for, you know, you want to have that spiritual upliftment in the morning. You can use it as a morning devotion, as a devotional, you know, pray for peace in difficult tasks. Like, this book kind of just held me together when I was going through my really rough period. So this is fully and highly recommended, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 that I have here is chakra healing, right? And this is just like a beginner's guide, right? It's a beginner's guide to self-healing, so that you can balance your chakras, right? I could never speak. Right. So yeah, chakra healing. And I do go back to this book from time to time because these are books that to me are timeless. You know, sometimes there are people who can't speak. They don't open themselves to you know, their inner voice, their inner being. Is because maybe one of their chakras, they're not, you know, it's blocked, and they need this. Is a perfect book to help you to understand your chakras. I also have the Bible, and I may just share it with you. I have like the book of it's about crystals, but it also speaks about your chakras, right? So this one, if you want to learn more and dig deep, it's like a beginner's guide, right? Just to set you on your way. So yes, this one. Number 4, this book. If you want to understand yourself as a woman, I believe strongly that this is the book. And I'm warning you now, this book is not a book that you can read in a day, in a month. You may just have to read this book in portions, right? Because to me, it's like a study guide. So this is Yurugu, and it's by Marimba Ani. My neighbors are shaking. It's just, so it's an African centered critique of European cultural thoughts and behavior. So it's literally just showing you like how you can just delve into the effects that things that would have happened to us as it's my neighbor, she's shaking at me. How things happen to us, our thoughts, our behavior. It's a wide, it's a wide read. So actually, so my neighbor was coming in and she realized I was filming, so she turned back. Oh my God, don't blame me, right? I do have a lot of friends here. So if I'm outside, everybody's shaking hi, and they like to come over and look at my herb garden, and just look at my plants, and that's a by the way. We're talking about my books, right? So yeah, this book, Yurugu, very, very, very good book for us to read. Number 6? Is it? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 6. Oh my gosh. Oh, number 6. So if you notice that I still have because these books are books that I said like they're like just timeless. So I go back to these books for reference. If I'm writing and I want to look up something and I just, I have a thought and I just want to confirm something, I may just go back and look and read through, because, that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing to have a reference, to have a point of reference. So this book, Meditation Secrets for Women. So a lot of people don't really believe in meditation. They don't see it as a way of life, and it's very strange that people don't, but you know what, to each his own. Yes, people, I'm gonna eat, okay? I just want to be as natural and just as natural as possible when it comes to me doing these videos. I'm hungry and it's hot outside. Like, we're actually in a heat wave, but all those are by the ways, okay? Those are by the ways. So yeah, meditation secrets, right? Meditation secrets for women, right? Discovering your passion, pleasure, and inner peace. There's nothing like waking up and sitting in your own sacred space and going in and being with spirit and talking to your inner self, right? Just and understanding yourself and finding that peace within. Like, there's nothing like it. And a person who can really go and dig and just sit with themselves, that's the most powerful thing. Sit with yourself and understand yourself. It's a powerful thing, right? So 6, Meditation Secrets for Women, and this is by Camille, Maurine, and Lorin Roche, right? I'm gonna leave the one that I'm reading for last. So this one, number 7, Opening to Spirit. Contacting the healing power of the chakras and honoring African spirituality. So as I, so this, of course, I have a book on chakras that I shared with you before, but this one really gave you a deep dive into your African spirituality. It's by Shola, Arewa. I don't want to butcher the name, but my God, yeah. This book opened my eyes to so many things, like things that before I started evolving that I thought were witchcraft and demonic, and like things that I really thought that, oh my God, if I do this isn't, I shouldn't do this, because at that time I was really thinking from a Christian religion point of view. So it really took a lot for me to really open myself to reading this book. But when I did, it just blew the cap off And that's the train goodbye. Let's live in the city. I live in the city, people. I live in the city. Yes, so opening to spirit. This one comes highly recommended on my list of reading for women as you evolve, as you're evolving into that greater person, to that greater being, into finding your passion, your purpose. As a black woman, as a woman of color, this comes highly, highly, highly recommended. Okay, so my last and favorite book is Sacred Woman. Sacred Woman. Now, this book, this is by Queen Afua. So for those of you who are in the health and wellness community, you know that we hold Queen Afua in high regards. She's one of our spiritual teacher. She's a healer. She's a mother. Like, she's the example of how we should be as women of African women, of Nubian woman. She kind of just set the tone, the example. And this book, if you want to really go deep into who you are as a black woman, as an African woman, as a Nubian woman, as a healer, you know, as a woman, right? You know, this book is it. This book is it. A guide to healing the feminine body, mind, and spirit. This book is it. And this book is timeless. Timeless, timeless, timeless. So yeah, I started out speaking about, you know, reading, how important it is for us as women. But I just want you to know that you can start small. Even if you think that you can't, there's so many simple books that you can read. There's so many books that they're not too advanced, but just simple books that you can read that would start you on your way. And I want to say, just start simple, right? These 8 books that I share with you, and I did that for a reason, right? This is the year of 8, and I shared 8. I do have more books that I would love to share with you. Somebody's in the background speaking. I do have more that I would love to share with you. Right? But because it is the year of 8, I wanted to choose 8 books, and this to me is number 1. So yes, that is it. 8 books that I have used to evolve, 8 books that I have used to strengthen myself. 8 books. I do have other books, but I'm gonna do a different video for a different time. But for now, I just wanted to share with you the 8 books that I would encourage anybody to read, right? If you want to start on that journey. These are books that have inspired me. These are books that have took my knowledge base to a whole nother level. So I would encourage you to do that. So with that said, thank you for listening to this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.